بچه‌ها من دیشب بودم اینجوری توی یوتیوب داشتم میگشتم واسه خودم که یک کانال پیدا کردم که انیمیشن‌های ترسناکینا میسازه. یکی از انیمیشن‌هاشو دیدم واقعا ترسناک بود، هم ترسناک، هم عجیب و غریب، هم رمزآلود. که یعنی واقعا دیدم گفتم سریع بیام یه فیلم واسهتون بسازم تا از دست نرفته و یه واکنشی چیزی نشون بدیم. و نکته جالب این ماجرا اینه که صاحب این کانال و این کسی که این انیمیشن‌های ترسناکو میسازه یه ایرانیه بچه‌ها. یعنی دیگه فکر کن چی میشه. و در ضمن من آدرس کانال ایشون رو توی توضیحات ویدیو تگ کردم، حتما برین فیلماشون رو ببینین و سابسکرایبشون کنین، یعنی نرین ضرر کردین. حتما برین چنل ایشون رو سابسکرایب کنین، چنل خودم هم سابسکرایب کنین، چنل آقای نکته هم حتما برین سابسکرایب کنید، این ویدیو رو لایک کنید و نظراتتون رو حتما توی کامنت ها بهم بگین. خیلی خوب بچه‌ها بریم فیلم رو با هم ببینیم، زیرنویسش با خودتون، من نمیخونم که حسش از بین نره.
Jack, hey, wake up. Wake up, Jack. Something's in the basement.
I opened my eyes slowly as I heard Anna's voice. What's up, Anna? Are you having one of those bad dreams? She was holding tight onto my shoulders.
There's something down there, Jack. Something's in the basement.
Anna said fearfully. What are you talking about? It must have been some nightmare. But Anna was too terrified to be calmed down by few reassuring words.
I wasn't dreaming, Jack. I went to the kitchen to get some water. Then I saw the basement door was open.
She said. Well, maybe we forgot to close the basement door. That doesn't mean anyone is down there. Anna's fear turned into annoyance.
That's not all of it. I heard a voice coming from downstairs, Jack. I'm sure there's something in the basement.
I reluctantly got out of the bed and said, maybe it's just a cat.
We don't have a cat, Jack.
I know, but cats, those pesky little creatures are everywhere.
That was no cat, Jack.
Either way, I'm going to have a look in the basement. Give me a couple of minutes and everything will be clear.
Jack!
Yep.
Don't go empty-handed. I swear there's something lurking in the basement. I heard his footsteps, Jack. It was no sound of a cat.
Anna panicking, and her last remarks about footsteps made me take things a bit more seriously. Fine, I'll watch out. I took my old baseball bat from the closet and went on, while trying to keep my cool. Now I'm all armed. Nothing can stand before me. Not even a giant cat. Anna was too scared to giggle at my silly joke. She was just staring at me while sitting on the bed, distressed.
Be careful, Jack,
she said while letting out a weak whimper as I reached the door. Don't worry, Anna, there's nothing out there. I carefully walked to the half-open basement door at the end of the hallway and kept swinging the bat in my hands as I got closer, so that any second I could smack the first thing that came out of there, smashing its brain on the floor. I reached the basement door, locked down the stairs. It was too dark to see anything. Hey, hello, anyone down there? I heard a weak crackling sound, and then saw a shadow crawling in the dark, hiding in a corner. There you are. I saw you. Come out. Silence. All right, if that's how you want to do it, I'm coming right down. Trying to keep my eyes fixed on the darkness downstairs, I placed my hand on the wall until I felt the light switch onto my fingers. I flicked it and the basement was lit up. Gently I went down the stairs. The bat felt so heavy it was making my palms sweat. Show yourself and don't do anything stupid. I've got a baseball bat, and you can bet I'll break your bones with it if it comes to that. Again, silence. I reached the bottom of these stairs, heard another crackle. I turned to the sound and saw something hiding behind one of the shelves. Ha! I saw you. I know you're hiding back there. I slowly walked to the shelf, held the baseball bat above my head. I was ready to strike the thing with it at any moment. I got close to the shelves. It The woman was sitting on the ground at the
زن
back,
بوده بچه.
trying to stay hidden. Hey, who are you? The woman lifted her head up and looked at me.
My God, Jack, it's you.
She said, petrified. Anna? Anna was trembling with fear while sitting on the floor behind the shelf.
Jack, oh Jack, there's something upstairs in our bedroom. I saw it with my own eyes. It was lying in bed beside you.
وای پشمام حاجی دقیقا اینه که خونده بودم یه داستان. خب یه بابایی بود رفته بود پیش دخترش که روی تخت بود. بعد دختری که روی تخت بود باباش گفت بابا یکی زیر تختمه خیلی میترسم. بعد بابایی واسه این که مثلا ترس بچه‌شو کم کنه زیر تخت بچه رو نگاه کرد. بعد دید همون دخترش زیر تخته. بعد گفت بابا یکی رو تختمه. خیلی خوب بریم سراغ داستان دوم، اولی که خیلی ترسناک بود. یعنی من واقعا به جرئت بگم پشمام ریخته بود.
You said you're staying just for the night.
Yeah, just for tonight.
Why didn't you try the inn up the road?
I actually went there first, but they said it would be closed for 2 months, for reconstruction.
Oh yes, we get few customers in the village this season, so it makes these months when business is slow perfect for renovating.
Yeah, the innkeeper said the same thing. And then he referred me to you. He said you had 2 empty rooms for rent on the upper floor of your dining room.
That's right.
I really appreciate you having rooms available. Otherwise, I'd have to spend the whole night in my car.
No problem, lad. We got almost no travelers here this time of year. Have you had supper yet? I can prepare you our bean stew. I can also make you a tuna sandwich. We don't usually have much food left at this hour of night.
Thanks, bean stew's fine.
لوبیا نخور.
Oh, I almost forgot. Whenever you decide to go to your room for rest, remember to cover up the mirror inside with a piece of cloth.
Cover the mirror? Why would I do that?
Well, it's an ancient belief us villagers keep to ourselves. There's an old saying that one should not leave mirrors uncovered while sleeping, especially old mirrors.
Of course, I'll do it, although I don't believe in such superstitions.
Not believing in demons does not make you immune to them.
Demons? I don't get it. How can an inanimate object like a mirror be linked to demons and pose any danger?
It's true that mirrors are inanimate, but trust me, demons can use them to harm you.
Genie in the mirror. I'd heard the stories before. I find it baffling that there are still people who believe in them.
Let's not play with words. Demons, genies, inorganic beings. It doesn't make any difference what we call them. They still exist in essence.
Why mirrors though? Why would these demons and inorganic creatures use mirrors to harm us?
Out of all the senses, the human vision is the easiest channel through which they can influence us.
پیرمردم
Of
عجب
course, and
واردیه.
it's exactly our sight that can also be our faultiest sense, therefore making us see things, aka illusions.
Correct. That's why these demons mostly try to catch us off guard through our vision.
But why use mirrors to do so?
Through mirrors, it's effortless for them to enter our world.
How exactly?
There still lie many mysteries around mirrors and their link to the realms of inorganic beings. We should be aware of the mirrors that surround us, as they are gateways from their realms to ours, so we better watch out and take the necessary measures.
What measures?
For starters, when leaving the house and also before sleeping, we should cover up the mirrors with sheets. We shouldn't leave mirrors hanging in one place for too long. We better change their place every year. If we move to a new house, we should always get rid of the old mirrors there and hang new ones instead.
ترسناک.
And most important of all, never stand in front of a mirror and stare at ourselves for too long.
I've been staring into mirrors all my life, but never seen anything out of the ordinary with them.
At times we could be looking at one of these creatures in the mirror. It's just that we can't always tell if it's us or them.
What? Are you saying that sometimes it's not ourselves that we see in the mirror, and it's one of those inorganic creatures that has imitated us?
Truth is, they can't shift their appearance physically. They're only able to create the illusion in us to see them as they want to be seen. Heard the saying, don't stare at yourself in the mirror for too long?
Because you might be looking directly at one of them?
Exactly. Have you ever stood in front of the mirror and felt that the person staring at you is not the real you? That his gaze is somehow different than yours?
دارم میترسم.
Maybe. I don't know. I haven't paid much attention. You mean every time it happens we're looking at one of those creatures?
همیشه که
Not
نه.
all the time. But there's always a chance that one of them is in the mirror, looking right at you. Especially past midnight, in dimly lit places.
Goodness gracious. You really changed how I view mirrors, man.
Good, good. This way you'll be safer.
Alright, it's late. I think it's time I go to my room.
من اگه بودم پیشم پیرمرده
yes,
میخوابیدم
of
باشید.
course.
Can I borrow a cloth napkin or something?
خب حالا یه چالش. این چالش واسه شماست. پیام مخفی این انیمیشن آخری رو بریم پیدا کنین و توی کامنت ها واسمون بنویسید. حتما میبینم و لایک میکنم. شاید شما یه چیزایی رو گرفته باشین از این ویدیوها که من نگرفته باشم، شاید جدید باشه کلا. حتما توی کامنت ها نظراتتون رو بنویسین و پیام این ویدیو آخری رو حتما واسمون بگین. الان بچه‌ها 2 تا فیلم اومد واسهتون، درسته؟ یکی واسه آقای نیکفر عزیزه که حتما برین سابسکرایبشون کنین و فیلماشون رو ببینین، بی‌نظیره. این طرفی هم واسه همین کانالیه که الان رفتیم فیلماشون رو دیدیم که اونم بی‌نظیره. حتما برین جفتشون رو سابسکرایب کنین. تا ویدیوهای بعد، خدا نگهدار.